Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of 1 minus x plus 4 to the power of 1 plus x is equal to 10. So to start, if I have something of the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 4 to the power of 1 minus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of negative x, and 4 to the power of 1 plus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of x. Now, 4 times 4 to the power of negative x is the same thing as 4 over 4 to the power of x. And now, I'm going to let 4 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have 4 over y plus 4y is equal to 10. Now if I multiply both sides by y, I get 4 plus 4y squared is equal to 10y. Now I can subtract 10y on both sides, so I get 4y squared minus 10y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the same thing as 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I can rewrite this as 2y squared minus 4y minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to factor by grouping. So 2y squared minus 4y, I'm going to factor out 2y, so I get 2y times y minus 4. And from negative y plus 2, I'm going to factor out, this is y minus 2. From here, I'm going to factor out negative 1, so I get y minus 2. Now if I factor out y minus 2, I get y minus 2 times 2y minus 1 is equal to 0, meaning y is equal to 2, and y is equal to 1/2. Now remember how we let 4 to the power of x equal to y. So I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 2, and I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 1/2. So for 4 to the power of x equals 2, x is equal to 1/2. So this is one solution of x. And for 4 to the power of x equals 1 over 2, I get 4 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1. And I get 2 squared to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1. So 2 to the power of 2x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1, meaning 2x is equal to negative 1, and x is equal to negative 1/2. So x equals 1/2 and negative 1/2. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of x plus 3. So to solve this, I'm going to first take log on both sides. So I have log 2 to the power of x is equal to log 3 to the power of x plus 3. Now if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So it's going to equal b times log a. So in this case, I can move x to the front for log 2 to the power of x and x plus 3 to the front for log 3. So now I have x times log 2 is equal to x plus 3 times log 3. Now if I distribute log 3, I get x times log 2 is equal to x log 3 plus 3 log 3. Now I'm going to subtract x times log 3 on both sides. So these two cancel out, and I get x log 2 minus x log 3 is equal to 3 log 3. Now if I factor out x, I get x times log 2 minus log 3 is equal to 3 log 3. Now I can divide both sides by log 2 minus log 3. So I get x is equal to 3 log 3 over log 2 minus log 3. Now I can rewrite this as 3 log 3 over log 2 minus 3 log 3 over log 3. So then these two cancel out, and I get 3 log 3 over log 2 minus 3. Now log 3 is equal to 0.4771, and log 2 is equal to 0.3010. So this is equal to 1.4313 over 0.3010. And that is equal to 4.755. Alright, so in this problem, I have x to the power of 3 equals 1. So I'm going to first start by taking the cube root on both sides. So I have the cube root of x to the power of 3, which is x, and the cube root of 1, which is simply equal to 1. So we already have one solution of x. Now, I'm going to get more solutions. So this time I'm actually going to subtract 1 on both sides. So I get x to the power of 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. And if I have something in the form a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. So in this case, this is going to equal x minus 1 times x squared plus x plus 1, which is equal to 0. And this gives me two equations. I get x minus 1 equals 0, and x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0. So for x minus 1 equals 0, we get x equals 1, which we already got before. And for x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0, we can use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is 1, c is 1. So get x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 1 minus 4 times 1 times 1 all over 2 times 1. This is equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 3 over 2. And square root of negative 3, this is the same thing as the square root of 3 times the square root of negative 1. And if you guys already didn't know, the imaginary number I is equal to square root of negative 1. So I get the square root of 3i. So this is equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 3i over 2. So these are actually our three solutions of x. We have x is equal to 1, x is equal to negative 1 plus the square root of 3i over 2, and x is equal to negative 1 minus the square root of 3i over 2.